If you're watching this, you probably want to know how to navigate the crypto market without blowing up your account. Here's the hard truth. Most beginners do not lose money because they are unlucky. They don't lose money because the market is rigged either, which it could be at times, I admit. They lose money because of psychology. They lose because they treat investing like a casino. They ignore risk, they chase green candles, and they use tools that they don't understand. And believe me, I've been guilty of all these in the past. In this video, we're going to fix that. We're going to take a look at the top 5 ways beginners lose their capital and exactly what you need to do to avoid those traps. But remember, all trading and investing involves significant risk. My goal today isn't to hype you up or guarantee profits, but to give you a clearer view. This is not a financial advice, always do your own research. The first mistake is the silent killer. Overtrading. When you first start, you feel like you need to be doing something constantly. You check your phone every 5 minutes. You see Bitcoin move up 2% and you buy. It drops 1% and you panic sell. Then it goes back up and you buy again. Sounds familiar? It is a psychological trap driven by emotions like fear of missing out, greed, or the desire to instantly recover losses, also known as revenge trading. This behavior often results in significant losses, reduced profitability, and high transaction costs due to excessive fees. To combat this, I will share with you a simple framework that some traders use. It's called the 3-5-7 rule. This means risking only up to 3% per trade, setting a maximum daily loss limit of 5% where you step away from trading and taking profit at 7%. This is a rule and you need to be very strict with it in order to avoid overtrading. Now, let's get on to the next mistake. Another major account destroyer, leverage. And I know because in the olden days, I've suffered greatly because of it. Just like many beginners, I heard about high leverage multipliers and I thought it's an opportunity for quick gains. However, leverage magnifies both gains and losses. Here's the risk. If you use 10x leverage and the price drops just 10%, you lose everything. Your position is liquidated, gone. And in crypto, Bitcoin can swing 10 to 15% in a single day, as we saw very recently. Add leverage to that volatility and you're taking on extreme risk. One bad move and months of gains vanish in hours. It's not a nice feeling, trust me. But here's a more conservative approach for those learning. Consider starting with spot buying instead of leverage trading. When you buy spot, the worst that can happen is that the price goes down and you wait for potential recovery. You cannot be liquidated when holding the actual asset. Platforms focused on education often emphasize spot trading for beginners. And one platform I have experience with is eToro. They allow you to buy actual crypto without leverage when you're starting out, which actually can help you avoid the catastrophic losses that come with leverage trading. The link to check out eToro is in the description, so go on and give it a shot. However, please remember that any platform you choose involves risk, and you should carefully review all terms, conditions, and risk warnings before opening an account. Mistake number 3 is entering a trade with no plan. This mistake is deceptively simple. You see a coin trending on social media, someone says it's going up, you buy, and then what? When do you take profit? At what price you admit that you're wrong? You don't know because you never decided beforehand. Here's what happens. Without a plan, every decision becomes emotional. The price drops 5% and you think maybe it will recover. It drops another 5% and now you're down 10%, paralyzed by indecision. Or the opposite. The price goes up 20% and you don't take profit because you're hoping for 50%. Then it crashes and you're back to break even or worse. Trading without a plan is like driving without a destination. You're just burning fuel and hoping you end up somewhere, and that somewhere is good. Well, a plan doesn't need to be complex, guys. It just needs 3 things: entry, exit, and maximum loss. If you don't define these before you click buy, you're not trading, you're rather gambling. Here comes mistake number 4. Blindly following others on social media without doing your own research. You see someone on social media posting about a coin, promising it will go to the moon. Well, you buy it without research. Often, that person may be using you as liquidity, selling while you're buying. However, observing what experienced traders do can be educational if you approach it as a learning tool and keep your expectations realistic. There are some useful platforms that offer features that let you see how experienced investors allocate their portfolios. eToro comes to mind again, for example, as it has a feature called copy trading that allows you to observe and replicate trades of other investors. But here is the critical part. Do not just pick up the person with the highest return percentage. That can be very risky. You need to do thorough research before copying anyone. Look at their risk score. Look at their trading history. Have they been consistent for years, or did they just get lucky one month? Look at how they diversify and manage risk. Use such features to learn and understand different strategies, but remember that even the most successful traders have losing periods. Past performance does not guarantee future results. I will not get tired of drilling this, and you should never invest money you cannot afford to lose, even when copying someone else's trades. Finally, mistake number 5, ignoring risk management. It sounds boring, I know. It's not exciting, just like picking the next coin. But ignoring it is how accounts go to zero. The most common mistake? Putting too much money into one trade. Here's why concentration is risky. Imagine you put 100% of your portfolio into one cryptocurrency. If that coin drops 25%, your entire portfolio just lost 25%. One bad decision and you're devastated. This happens constantly to beginners who think they found a sure thing. There are no sure things in crypto, guys. Or maybe you set no stop loss because you're confident it will bounce back. But it doesn't. It keeps dropping. You watch your losses grow, frozen by hope until there's almost nothing left. Professional traders survive because they control position size. They usually risk 1 to 5% of their account per trade. That means even a losing streak doesn't kill them. Beginners, on the other hand, go all in on a hunch and wonder why they're blown up 2 weeks later. This is where tools actually matter. One reason I like platforms like eToro for beginners is that they make risk management easier to practice. You can use their virtual portfolio to test proper position sizing, stop losses, and diversification with zero real money at risk. It gives you $100,000 in virtual funds, and if you can't manage risk there, you absolutely won't manage it with real cash. They also let you buy spot crypto without leverage, which removes one of the biggest risk multipliers beginners misuse. If you want to practice real risk management instead of learning it the hard way, the way I've done, then the link is in the description. Use the demo, build discipline first, because in crypto, staying alive matters more than being right. Trading and investing in crypto is not a sprint. It's a marathon instead that requires patience, discipline, and continuous learning. If you can avoid overtrading, understand the risks of leverage, develop and test a trading plan, do your own research rather than blindly following others, and practice proper risk management, you will be taking a more informed approach than many beginners. If you want to practice what we talked about today in a risk-free environment, you can check out the link in the description below. Remember to start with a virtual portfolio or demo account first. Learn the mechanics without the stress of real money. Only invest real capital once you understand the risks and have practiced your strategy. Stay safe, prioritize learning over profits, practice risk management, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Ciao.